Now, form lights is a newcomer to the taillight game, and if you have a Jeep JL, you gotta check out the form taillights. In this video, I just wanna simply show you what they do, the functions, the features, and of course, what the brightness looks like on reverse. Now, form lighting hasn't been around for that long, but Dow Dynamics has, and they are the ones with form lighting. The reason I say that is because they know a thing or two when it comes to lighting. Now, as you're gonna see with any good taillight, you're gonna have a few different options. So this one right here is smoked. It's not this nasty looking tint that's over here. It's actually integrated, it looks great, it's smoked. There's also a red version. Both of them will look good on your vehicle, and we'll discuss the benefits of each one in just a second. But simply put, I like the smoked better. And this is one thing that really impresses me with these taillights, is when you turn it on, you got a startup feature. Now, this obviously does nothing for performance, and really you're not buying a taillight for performance. What you're buying it for is style points. Every time you turn these taillights on, you're gonna have that beautiful, sweet looking chase feature, the startup feature. You'll notice when you try to purchase taillights for your Jeep that there's a lot of them on the market, and a lot of them will look really cheesy. They've got a bunch of individual LEDs here, so even if they do have this light that goes all the way around, it's not consistent, it's not fluted. This is a beautiful look. It does not show any LEDs, and it's super bright. Look when you hit the brakes. Look how much brighter this is. This is going to get the attention of everybody. The brightness of the brake is one of the most impressive parts of these taillights. Now, this is a complete LED housing, which means that you're not gonna go to Napa and AutoZone to try to find a bulb to then replace because your turn signal or your reverse light bulb burnt out. You don't have to worry about that. Speaking of turn signals, when you hit the turn signal right now, you'll notice it's got the standard blink. It's got this instant on, instant off, whereas your original bulbs would not. It would be a slow on, slow off. But you can make this thing do a sequential turn signal by just using that T-tap that's included in the kit. So if you get that installed, you can then have it look like this, where it scrolls over like this. Reverse light is equally impressive because you don't just have one reverse light like you did from the factory taillights. You've got two. You've got one on the top and one on the bottom, and they are extremely bright. I do want to dive in a little bit more on that brightness because if you had the red lens version, I did notice it was a little bit more bright when I tested these a while back when we did a full form lighting overview. The red lens version didn't have a tinted area where the reverse light sat, which then made it a little bit brighter. The tint on the lens really did do a number when it comes to the reverse light output. If you want to do more light output, you could do something like the Morimoto backup light boost bar, where you can connect that and tap it into the reverse light wiring. That would allow you to have much more brightness so you can still run those smoke taillights. And like I said, this is a complete LED housing, so even the light on the side here is totally LED, no replacing bulbs there. Now, something I did notice is that Form does a very good job of replicating your OEM quality, fitment, but then also like the usability of the light and the usability and functionality of, say, transferring over your BLIS module into these taillights. Now, this is a big deal because that BLIS module needs to be placed at a certain spot in this taillight, because if they don't do that, it's going to have that little triangle on your mirror go off and on when somebody is simply tailgating you. I have installed taillights on this vehicle where that is the major problem. You're getting this stinking alarm that's super annoying saying, hey, there's somebody in your blind spot, but really there isn't. It's just that they didn't design their taillight properly to then transfer over the BLIS module from your OEM taillights into this taillight. So that is a huge deal. They did a great job. It's mounted exactly where it needs to be mounted so you're not getting these false alarms with your blind spot. Now, it's our mission to find the best in aftermarket lighting for all makes and models, for off-road pod lights, for interior lights, tail lights, and so much more. And the fact that we found these from Form and we actually tested them and then decided that we are going to put them on our website means a lot. It is important that you truly find a taillight that has been tested. These taillights have a 2-year warranty, so you're not going to be left in the dust. They're not going to fail and you don't have to keep replacing them. Go to headlightrevolution.com today to get a set that's actually been tested and see all of the other off-road pod lights that we got tested for your Jeep.